Hi, good afternoon everyone. I'm going to do this video on making biltong. I love making my own biltong. It's a great way of preserving meat. Tastes great. It's probably one of the worst preps ever because you end up doing a load to try and put it away for storage and then you end up eating it because it is nice. So this is going to be one of my first videos in a series of food prep videos for prepping food storage and camp food. So we'll start with the biltong. What you're going to need is a fan oven or a dehydrator. I haven't got my dehydrator here at the moment, it's in the other room. So what I do all the prepping here. I'll marinate this overnight and then I'll bring you back, show you loading it up into the dehydrator, leave it in there, show you the process of after a few hours what it'll look like, after 8 hours, and then after 10, so on, until you're happy with how dried your meat is. So, selecting meat to start with, I'll use beef, and I normally use the cheapest steaks I can find, the thin cut frying steak in Aldi's, Tesco's, Lidl, Asda, wherever, whichever supermarket you choose to shop in. You can normally pick up 3 or 4 steaks for around about £2, £2.50, and these steaks are pretty good for biltong because they're normally sliced up top side. With the top side, you'll find you normally only get 1 or 2 fat veins running through them. They're the bits you want to discard. So the less fat your meat's got, the less waste you will have. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the process with you now. So you're going to need steak, you're going to need some biltong spice. I got this online. You can get a 2 kilo bag of this for around about £12. Lasts you for ages. And that's about it. So, empty bowl, biltong and steak, and chopping board and a knife. So what I'll do, I'll bring you in a bit closer and you can see how I prep the meat to be marinated and get ready to biltong it. Back in a minute. Okay, right, step 1 of this. What we need to do, we take the meat out. Spice over there. I normally spread a little bit of the biltong spice in the bottom of the dish to start with, just so when you lay the first layer in there, there's something on the bottom of it. And then we take the meat, trim off all the fat around the edge and a couple of veins through the centre, get rid of all of them. Just take that off. So now we've just got a nice pure bit of meat. So we've got a little bit more fat on this piece. Cut that away. And that bit. So you don't want any of the fat because it doesn't dry as well with the fat and last as long. Rather, it lasts a lot longer without the fat on. Right, so there's a little bit of waste there. So now what we need to do, that's a nice sized piece that can go in as is. We normally aim for sort of 6 mil thick, 5 or 6 mil thick, which is why the steaks are ideal, just the way they already come, you haven't got to slice it, and then sort of 1 inch wide slices. So you end up with nice pieces, sort of as thick as your thumb, long as your finger. That's the sort of size pieces you're looking for your biltong. So we'll lay them in the bowl. Get the next steak out. Repeat the process. Thing with your meat, what you'll probably find is that you'll take the weight of it and you lose about a good 70% of the weight of your steak when you're drying it. Lay it all out. And when you've got a whole layer done, take another handful of biltong. Don't need loads, but a nice coverage. And just keep repeating until you've used all your meat up and filled the bowl up. so now we're all done, all cut up. That's everything I want to be doing. So what I'll do now, I'll take the meat, get the cling film. Never find the end to this thing. Wrap it up. Leave that overnight in the fridge. Let the flavours really get into it. And then I'll bring you back tomorrow and we'll start the drying process. See you soon. Right, hello again everyone. Right, so here we are, next day. Beef's all come out of the fridge, nice and dark now. I'll show you that in a moment, but let me first show you the dehydrator. This is a 10-tier dehydrator, fan assisted, so it'll circulate all directions, so I don't have to rotate stuff. I can just put it in and leave it. So on the trays I get these little mesh sheets to stop stuff falling through, and it's easy to take away and clean. So let me show you the beef. Right, it's a lot darker this morning. Let's take in the flavours, and it smells delicious already. And a good thing with it, there you go, that's what it looks like now. But what I normally do one tray at a time, taking from the top layer on. So as I go through, obviously the marinade at the bottom is a lot stronger. So I can put those on the separate shelves as I go, and when I take them out and pack them away, I know which ones the top ones, which are the ones with more flavouring at the bottom are. Right, so we do, we just start laying them out. And you can see how dark these ones are that are right at the bottom. So yeah, they're the ones that I normally like to keep for myself. Ones with the most flavouring, ones that are really strong. And this is the first time that I've done 6 trays of meat. I normally only do 2 or 4, but being as I've got a big camp coming up and a few more to give away, I thought I'd do 6. I'm quite pleased that it's almost filled the dehydrator. So I reckon another one. So I reckon another 1 pack would fill the dehydrator completely. Right, so at the moment I think we're up to about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So let's have a quick look. I'll show you inside, show you what the meat's starting to look like. As you can see, it's going very brown, darker colour, and they're all starting to shrink slightly. So that's 3 hours. The meat's still a bit pliable, so that's not ready yet. It's all looking about the same. Some of the thinner slices looking good. Even the really thin ones still pretty pliable. So yeah, we'll stick that in there. I'm going to check it again in another 3 or 4 hours. See you soon. Right, and we're back again after 6.5 hours. So let's have a little peek, see where we're at. Still looking nice and dark, getting darker all the time. don't think the colour's going to change much more than now. So let's get some of the, yeah, it's a lot better. So now as you're pulling it apart, you can start seeing the white strands. So the thinner ones probably ain't that far off. The thinner bits are not that far off, but we'll try. Very nice. As for the thicker ones, yeah, still a bit pliable. You don't want these like cardboard or anything, but you don't want them to be like really fresh and bending. Oh, it's very nice, I must say so myself. So yeah, we'll give it another few hours and we'll be back again. Right then, back again. Now we're looking at 8.5 hours later. Let's have a little look. Yeah, top shelf, some of the thinner stuff seems really nice. Some of the thicker bits are pretty much where I'd like to see them. So I'm pulling some of the thicker ones apart now, and we're getting some nice white tearing in there. So that's pretty much how I like my biltong to be. Bit of focus for you. See the white bits, a bit stringy. So yeah, what I do, I'm gonna grab hold of this lot in a bowl now, take it inside, and vacuum seal it up. Join me if you like. Right, so here we go. I've got the top layer stuff on the green tray and the rest of it in the tub. With the scales here, put them on tear. What I normally do is I've made up a few bags here. I'm not going to do it all because it's going to probably be about 20 bags of biltong here. I'll make up a few bags. Normally like to do it in bags of 50 grams. Then we know where we are. This lot I may do a little less so I can spread it out a bit more and share it out at Camp 1. So hopefully you'll all get to try it. So yeah, I'll do one bag and then you can see how it all works. So we'll take a few pieces. Normally get 4 or 5 pieces, nice sized pieces, before we hit the 50 gram mark. Let's see what we got in this one. Let's put it on tear for a bag first. So we'll put it on there. The bag weighs 6 grams, so we'll tear that off. So take that off there. Alright, so we've got 30 so far. 2 more, give it a go. 40. Couple of small pieces. 50 grams. So we'll take that into the vacuum sealer. And that's that. That's your biltong. Right, so that's not too bad. I always try and do the vacuum sealing on the biltong on the button that you seal yourself, because sometimes if you use the automatic seal, because it's biltong and it's beef and it's got some little sharp pointy bits on it once it's dried out, it can pierce the packet. So I don't vacuum seal it 100% like the machine would. I normally just pulse it until I think it's enough. I mean, it's still vacuum sealed enough that it's going to store for a long while, but it's not enough to puncture the bag. So yeah, I'm going to get on with the rest of this. Any questions, comments, always welcome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one with some more food preps. Thanks a lot.